All right. Welcome to GUFON, everybody. I am your host, Rish Giordano. It is Wednesday, May 22nd, 2022. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. It is Wednesday, May 22nd. Right? 23rd? Is it the 23rd? It's 22nd. 2024. We're halfway through the week. My 9 to 5ers. I couldn't go on with the watch. I had to get it. Tonight, we've got a couple of things to talk about. Ufology's weird right now, but I just hope you're in a mood. Haim Eshed? Really? Carl Nell vouches for Haim Eshed? Who else did he vouch for? He vouches for some other goon. Carl Nell. He's vouching, what, Jacques? Paul Helier? It's done. Ufology is, well, beginning stages of being really stupid or really good. I think it's going to be great what we're going to come across this year and in the future. Well, of course, it wouldn't be yesterday, but yeah. Weird, but true, but not for you. Stories. See, now they're trying to get us interested in these old guys. Oh, Haim Eshed, smart guy, we should have him. Oh, no. Isn't that the Galactic Federation, bozo? Oh, I'm sorry. Some of you believe that there's a big mothership like Battlestar Galactica holding thousands, if not 200,000 aliens that want to come over to our planet, but they're waiting in the wings for the right time. And bullshit! Oh, that was a big one. Well, we'll talk about a lot of stuff tonight. As always, welcome to the show. Welcome to GUFON, everybody. Who's here tonight? Oh, I see Yellow. Yellow! Alexander Dansby throwing down a 10 spot right at the beginning of the show. Thank you very much. Hey, mucho gusto generoso. I'm bringing that back. I feel like we needed to. Well, thank you. It's a super dono. Glad you can make it. Glad you're helping out. And if anybody else wants to help out, that's how you do it. Super chat, super sticker, the PayPal, the Cash App. You guys know. All the links are in the show description. You can even join. Join and be a part of Truthology for Ufology. Thank you, Alexander Dansby, and welcome to the show. Joey, huh? Yeah, Helier. Yeah, welcome to your... Oh, who's this? Have conscious to believe in God. 2029. I like your way of thinking. 2029 sounds like a year nobody's talking about. Something's going to happen in 2029. Or 8. Or 7. Nobody's talking about 25, 27, 28, 29. Nobody's brought those up as something eventful is going to happen. 2036 is the big asteroid's going to be coming very close to Earth. Apopka? Apotheca? Apothecary. Yeah, that's the big one coming. It's a big asteroid. Welcome. Hey, Jeanette. How you doing, huh? Welcome to the show, the Angel of GUFON. Wild Ascension, throwing out love way before the show. Welcome home. Well, home for now. I mean, for 2 hours or whatever. That's what I meant. I don't want to, the reason I did that, I don't want to assume this is your home. You make it your home. I don't know where you're, I don't know. Maybe home is on another show, right? Maybe home is Lou Angeles' show. Maybe you're listening to Lou Reviews and that's your home. I don't know. But welcome. And this could be your home, if it isn't already. Hey, Marcel Gufonian, Metal Head. How you doing, man? Welcome to you. As always, Alfie Joe Bob, the AJB. Howdy do. How you doing? Good to see you again. There he is, Glenn Collins. There he is. Hey, welcome to the show, David Wilcox. Welcome to the show. Got to come up with something different, you know? Glenn. Oh, I already did it. Kelly Lewis. Didn't I say it already? If I didn't, I'll say it again. Kelly Lewis, welcome to the show. The EW is here. I did not say your name earlier. I saw it, but I didn't say it. Huh? Welcome to the show. Brooke is. All right. Let's get moving. Let's jump to the front. If I didn't say your name, doesn't mean I don't love you. Derek Faulkner is here, the LK. Christopher V, because why? 5 is alive. Christopher V, 5. I'm roaming and droning. What do you say there, Mike? Huh? What are you doing there, Bill? Sputnik, 57. Hey, there he is, Bernie Muro. Welcome to the show. Welcome home. See, that felt normal. I'm just messing around. Sputnik, I didn't say the whole name for you, and I apologize. I cut out early. I saw Bernie, and it just jumped. I don't know. I can't help it. Welcome to the show, Sputnik, 57. Because 56 isn't enough. All right, let's go. Hey, Mr. Lighter, so happy a mirror. Work today. Jar Jar. And FAP just showed up for that. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Welcome to the show. It's Foghorn. There he is. Foghorn Leghorn. Welcome to the show. And John Stokes. What's up, man? All right, let's get started. V-Man. Sorry, didn't mean to yell. V-Man. What's up, man? Intergalactic Angler. What's up, Mr. McCown? And the best name on the internet, Alexander Sondergaard. God, I love saying that. I'm changing my name to Richard Sondergaard. Oh, that's powerful. Dick Sondergaard. Ma! Get the birth certificate. Got to do a change. I want to be you. That is a great freaking name. Hey, Metalhead, what do you say there, Chief, huh? Welcome to Dick Sondergaard. Oh, my God. I can't take your name, bro. You keep it. It's all right. I'll let you have it. Stupid. All right, let's get started. Hey, I knew a Dick member. Do you know one day I just got done working out and I'm feeling all energized and I'm just listening to my music, you know, in my iRock with the T-tops off. You know, ladies. Anyway, a car pulls up next to me and matches my speed. And I'm doing about 55 and a 35. So I'm like, oh. And the guy goes, hey. And I'm like, hey. It's like an old man, maybe 60. I'm like 28. He goes, is your name Dick? And we're driving now. And I'm like, it could be. And he goes, well, you look like one. Ha ha ha. I don't want to say what happened next, but let's just say people. That's it. Ben, the Yorkshire Griffonian. What do you say there, Chief? Good to see you. Good to see you, lads. We're going to make this a show tonight. Got a long list of things to talk about. Who's that? All right. So, hey, if you guys are very excited tonight, and I don't know what time, maybe, I think, what does it say? 10 p.m. Eastern on Discovery is the return of Ghost Adventures crew with Zach. No, you guys don't give a I tell you what, when I found out they were faking, that was the last time I watched. I just couldn't do it. I can't. I don't watch these shows anymore because I really thought, look, if there's a show out there that I thought was doing it right, there were two of them. Ghost Hunters, the Roto-Rooter dudes, you know, the original, well, kind of. And then Ghost Adventures crew came out like a year or two after that. At first, I didn't like it, but they had this video that was bizarre and it looked legit. And to this day, nobody knows if it's real. I think it is. But now that I know some of the things were faked, both of these shows I can't watch. And they rebooted Ghost Hunters with the Roto-Rooter dude. Not both of them, but it's just Jason, isn't it? Or did they bring them both back? I that's how much I don't follow. Because once I found out they faked and they were supposed to be creme de la creme of quality and legitimacy, but they too got sucked into it. My neighbor next to me, I think he's moving. It's hard to tell, but I think he has people over there, and I heard a voice, and I'm like, here we go. But it was them. All right, let's move along. I already picked something out to talk about, didn't I? What was it? Oh, the Zach Bagans. Yeah, so that premieres tonight. Terror on 25th Street. 25th Street. Okay. I made it to Clearwater Beach today. It was a tough day. I walked 3.7 miles with a foot that even my foot doctor says, I don't know how you're walking on it. I don't know either, but I'm not stopping. But it was without the boot. And I'm all right. It was a hot day. It was only supposed to be like 84, 85 down at Clearwater Beach. But what they told me is once you go on the land, the beach is what's supposed to be 85. But there was no breeze, 5 miles an hour, barely a flag moving. It was horribly hot. And there was nobody there. And I got there right at 12-ish, 30. I don't remember. It was right after noon, though. Anyway, we'll keep trying. Got some cool video, though. All right. Now. Wow, where do we go? Oh, yeah, tonight. I almost forgot. We're really talking about China getting ready to build. I think they already built it, but they're getting ready to build their first drone craft carrier. Isn't that a cool name? We have first drone craft carrier. That was terrible. I should never do that again. Could it be the Tic Tacs home base? Why would I say that? I think you know why. Look, when people were... Should we just talk about it and get it over with? Or should we talk about Haim Eshed first? Nell? All right. Well, I want to change the background too. I've been trying to the whole show. So we'll go to Nell in a second. Right now. Let's do it. We'll talk a little Nell. So, hold on. Nell, man. That's the guy we watched talk yesterday at the salt mine. The salt thing. And he said that NHI are real. We're working with them. So today I get these. I'm just looking around, looking for stuff to talk about. And I see Nell vouches for Paul Helier. Nell vouches for Haim Eshed. So those two vouches, and there might be more, that's all I've seen so far, tells me one thing. Either disclosure is going to happen, or this is the biggest, newest kind of pulled together lie, which I think it is. Nell. vouched for Canadian Defense Minister Paul Helier, who says, coincidentally, from the NHI, so we made time agreements with your leaders as to when your people would be made aware of our presence. And I don't mean gifts for Santa. Ex-defense minister says ETs from Andromeda and Saturn's moon visiting Earth for thousands of years. Yeah, there are, and this comes from, when was this? This was 2 years ago, and they're bringing it up now. This was 2 years ago. I just wanted to let you know it's not new, but people are now connecting everything and making it look new. That's what this person just did. When you click on the link to read the story, it's from How and Wise. They talk about all cool stuff if you haven't ever been there. This is important because this was November 20th, 2 years ago. So it's a year and a half ago, basically. And I just have to remind you guys what is being said by Paul Helier and by Haim Eshed, whatever. So, because Paul, he's dead, but there are already dozens of claims in favor of ET visitation. Today, numerous astronauts and government officials support the UAP phenomena, and some are highly positive that they could have an alien origin. The Honorable Paul Helier. Didn't he die? I thought he died. He's alive? Is Paul Helier dead? Well, he's dead, I thought, right? He died like 2 years ago? 3 years ago. No, it's been 2. He's the former Canadian Minister of Defense. He said ETs have been visiting our planet for thousands of years, and it's likely that at least 2 of them are working with the U.S. government and sharing their highly advanced technologies with humans. Thousands of years. In the 60s, Paul Helier, who was a high-ranking official during the Cold War, asserted that he had discovered with certainty about the existence of aliens while serving in the military. He said that people from other worlds have been coming to Earth for a very long time. He insisted that a lot of the stuff that makes up our high-tech gadgetry had been gifted to us by overly advanced ETs. Okay, that is the biggest lie tonight, right there. What high-tech gadgetry has been gifted by the aliens? Lasers? No. Kevlar? No. Cloaking? Sort of. This just can't get any. Can it get any worse? Yeah. Helier had long expressed his views on ETs in public. He testified at the citizen hearing on disclosure in May 2013 in Washington, D.C. 5 former members of U.S. Congress and 1 former U.S. Senator listened to more than 30 hours of testimony from government officials, military personnel, researchers, and witnesses. And now I'm going to play a clip. I don't know. Let's see what happens if I press play. All right. We've seen parts of this clip before. Oh, hey, how you doing? Oh, that was weird. All right. Well, I'll play a little thing here for you. Can we get that out? Thank you. That's not... Wait, this is wrong. Uh-oh. What happened? Something's wrong. This is Ghost Hunters. Yeah, just watch this for a second. Let me pull up that. I don't know what happened to the clip. It just disappeared off the...
She may be haunting this space that she still thinks is her brothel. To test this theory, I'm going to create an environment which would have been familiar to her.
Here, Rose.
Do you want to lay in bed with me, Rose? But after laying in this bed for several minutes, all has gone quiet. Maybe she doesn't want me.
Isn't this a repeat?
Maybe I'm not her type.
Yeah, all right. Wait, that's a repeat. All right, I have the clip. Paul Helier talking about ETs from Andromeda, from wherever. I don't know, man. I could be wrong. Believe me, I know. It keeps me up at night.
Although as Minister of National Defense, I had sighting reports
Joe Monk.
of UFOs. I was too busy to be concerned about them at the time because I was trying to unify the Army, Navy, and Air Force into a single Canadian Defense Force. And that itself was a kind of battle to the finish. So this was not high on my agenda.
Ah.
But about 10 years ago, I started getting interested due to a young man from Ottawa sending me material on the subject. I told him I was too busy to read it, but he had confidence that someday I would. It took me a while to get around to reading it, but I took it for my summer reading.
I got to tell you, I just punch me in the throat and end my life. I can't listen to that another second. I'm sorry. I don't know why I did that. It's just, he was taking too long to get to the point. What's this? When? Now? Why? I'm not leaving. Who's here? Who? Since when? Nah, he moved. Holy Jesus. Oh my God. Shh, shh. Don't tell.
Anybody seen Richie?
Jesus.
Huh?
Don't tell.
I want to keep coming back until somebody remembers seeing Richie.
He's gonna look. Oh, Jesus. Turn him off. You know, when you do that, you summons it. You bring him over. He was missing for a long time. Okay. You know, Steven Seagal, he's magical with his Kung Shui. Doesn't he do Kung Shu? What is it? He does, what is that called? I can't remember it. It's Akita Matata. So Carl Nell vouches for that guy. And the reason I wanted to kind of play it and make something about it, because they really are into this shit. I mean, they are telling us without hesitation that we're working with aliens. Doesn't this concern anybody? Carl Nell said it. Paul Helier said it a while ago. Been saying it for decades. And who else? Oh, God. And Haim Eshed, who really, this is embarrassing that Carl Nell, what other choices did he have? I mean, this is the best we could get so far. Carl Nell has not tossed his full weight behind Haim Eshed, but mentioning him should prompt another look at his previous claims. That's not what this says. That's not what that title says right there. From Reddit. Reddit? No. Disclosure party. Carl Nell now sounds previous claims summary. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. No. Doesn't that concern anybody? These people have made claims that haven't been proven. We don't even have pictures. And I think it's really interesting that they're doing this now when Jaime Maussan and his doomies, Moomy Doomies, are making their way around the globe slowly but surely. How are they getting away with calling these things legit so far? Who has said they're not legit? I haven't heard anybody say they're not, except for us, because they don't look right. But Haim Eshed, isn't this the guy who said that they're out there in the wilderness waiting for us in spaceness? Let me pull this up here. I think I have here. Encounters of the third kind just around the corner, revisiting former Israel space security chief's claims after mentioned by Carl Nell. Since Carl Nell, I thought it would be revising Eshed's 2020 claims, which in hindsight may provide a clearer vision of what could be happening behind the scenes, especially now that Nell has, well, maybe not fully tossed his weight behind, but undoubtedly given a bump in the credibility of whose claims here, of his claims. The English NBC article barely skims the surface of the... Sorry. The English NBC article barely skims the surface of the full Hebrew interview with Yediot Aharonot newspaper. So I'm including a translation in the comments. Don't be a idiot. And approach with skepticism and an open mind. For a recap, here is a TLDR. I don't know. So Eshed claims the existence of ETs, that aliens from various parts of the universe are already among us, and that contact with them is imminent. So we're going on 4 years since he said that. Don't you think 1,200 days is a little bit after imminent? Shouldn't imminent be within a year, a month? What is imminent? 50 years? I mean, are we talking about universe time or are we talking about Earth time? See, this is what's never discussed, ever. People don't talk about it. When? Don't worry about it. They'll be here. You don't know shit, do you? Can't give any specifics. You're just going to give a blanket statement and make us sit here and wait. Yeah, that's what he's doing. Galactic Federation. So I was right. There is a Galactic Federation that has been in contact with the U.S. and Israel, but has kept this information secret to avoid mass hysteria. Well, it's out. Nothing happened. Everybody knows. Galactic Federation to the north. Johnny, can we point our telescopes at it? No, they're hiding. Oh. Where? Saturn, I think. I don't know. Isn't it Saturn, one of Saturn's moons? They're hiding out there just beyond the rings of Saturn. It's so, how do you say, fantasy land. Who believes this? I mean, this is something that you write on a television script and you hand it out to the worst actors in Hollywood and say, make this funny. And they did. This is hysterical. All right. He also says prevention of catastrophes. Aliens have prevented nuclear disasters on Earth, which is interesting considering how many close calls we've had, they say. So according to Haim Eshed, the aliens helped us not blow ourselves up. Who knew? And these technological advancements. The aliens have shared advanced technologies, including anti-gravity technology with humanity. They what? When? Guys, has anybody got a flying anything? I got a drone, but that's propellers. Come on, Eshed. And lastly, secret agreements. There are secret agreements between the aliens and the U.S. government, including a base on Mars. Of course, Mars balls. Yeah. Send them to Ben. Ben! She already sent them. 6 o'clock a.m. tomorrow morning, your time. All right. So these are the people that Carl Nell is vouching for. Well, not a whole yet about Haim Eshed, but Paul Helier is no winner himself. A little more believable than Haim Eshed. It's just easier to say his name wrong. No respect. Nope, not for the liars, not for the wishful thinkers, not for the people who make claims with no evidence ever. Contact is imminent. We're 4 years into it. Rocky, come on. Unbelievable. Imminent. It could be anytime. Anytime. Oh, and let's not excuse me, lest not forget, these aliens are from Andromeda and Saturn's moon. Yeah. What's this? View a short ad for 24-hour access. Huh? Huh? All right, I can read it now. Paul Helier. This is nuts. Oh yeah, I already played the clip. Did you see? Check this out. Did I show this? I didn't. Check this out, man. You're going to laugh. Maybe not. Where is that part? Let's get there. It is. I want you to take a guess who this person is with their head turned to us. I will bet everybody gets it right. Ready? Who's this guy? Hey, what's up, Marco? Chooch. I'm a chooch. I love it. I haven't heard that word in a while. Hey, vafangul. All right, here we go. Look at him. Who's that? Whose cotton ball head of hair is this? Shani Dehan? No. Shuka Micah? No. Doc Rivers? No. It's Shani Dehan. Hey, just watch this. I got to do something.
What's going on?
Holy crap.
Because
oh my God.
It's not just an isolated thing. I accept the invitation of Victor Vigiani, who's over here somewhere, and his cohort, Mike Bird, to speak to a symposium at the University of Toronto. And I said, UFOs are as real as the airplanes flying overhead. That gave me the dubious distinction of being the first person of cabinet rank in the G8 group of countries to say so unequivocally.
Yeah, stop your clapping. You don't even know what you're talking about. That's the first time I've ever had to leave the show twice. Only once I've done this. Sorry. I'm sorry. I had to do it. I've never, I plugged in the phone. It had 1%. I ran to plug it in because I didn't want it to go down. As I plug it in, it went to 0. And I've never seen it turn 0 and not just do it, and automatically. But I had it plugged in enough that it dropped, but the juice kept it awake. So it's in there charging. I'll go get it in a few minutes. All right. That's enough of this. We get it. We get it. All right. My point is, Carl Nell is, huh? Oh. Carl Nell is starting, in my opinion, exactly where everybody wants him to be. In mainstream media, in ufology, Corbell, Elizondo, the names, all of them. They all love this. They do. Finally, they're saying, no, they are. This is disclosure to them. It's disclosure. Yeah. To them. It is. To them. But it's not. And let me explain this China drone craft carrier now, because this is really strange. For everybody who's watching this show, you need to understand where we were when the Tic-Tac came out. And how things transpired over the next couple of years after the announcement of the Tic-Tac by everybody, Graves and all my friends for 2 years. Yeah, we saw him for 2 years. Yeah, that's right. Right? Forever. It just took off. You know, he says that just the way Jimmy Carter said it. It just took off. He said the same thing. Yeah, just took off. Amazing. It's almost like he's joking around. I'm gonna use Jimmy Carter's words. Watch, you won't know. You'll know it when you hear it. That's flavor. That's why I'm gonna throw it in there. It's gonna be like an Easter egg for you guys. So that's what he did. It took off. Right? Tic-Tac, paddywhack. Nobody's seen it yet on the ground. People think they have, but they were just planes, you know, certain angles, out of focus, purposeful, and not. People just don't understand what planes look like from a certain distance at a certain time of day with a certain type of bright paint and a certain type of camera with a certain type of filter, maybe or maybe not used, right? There's so many variables that go into that video, photograph, whatever, and you break it down and I don't think it is. It's an airplane. We have not had any video that I know of, legitimate video of a Tic Tac over land, not the United States, land, period. And the reason I say that, we haven't even seen it over water. Nobody's seen the Tic Tac, for real. Nobody's seen the Tic Tac, for real. It's true. I haven't seen any video. Not one. Any video that has been shown, it's just not what they say it is. It didn't make any major maneuvers. It didn't do shit. You couldn't tell what it was. I'm telling you, nobody's seen a Tic Tac. It doesn't exist. Nope. Not until I see it, right, Joe Monk? All right, so maybe it exists. So let's do it. Let's say the Tic Tac actually exists. Ryan Graves and his flyboys see it for 2 years. Nobody records it, but I know they did. Somebody was stupid enough to bring their phone up there, if not all of them did, right? They got it on video. I'm telling you they do. 2 years they went up flying and saw them almost every day. Every day? Yeah, every day. Right? But we haven't seen it. So they're seeing these things that we're supposed to believe are like Tic Tacs, right? Am I right? The whole fleet of them. Of what? Fravor went after it, right? All of a sudden he sees this disturbance under the water. And then all of a sudden his little fly buddy comes over and Dietrich, and they're both looking at this bubbling. And then all of a sudden, I think it popped up or went down some whatever. All of a sudden he's doing this with it, doing a circle to circle cyclone. I don't know, whatever they call it. And next thing you know, he's getting ready to go to his cat point 65 miles away. And when he gets there, because he said the UFO just, then all of a sudden took off. He gets to the cat point and it's already there, he says. But he doesn't say it must have watched our operations. It must be listening in. No. He said it must have read our minds. It knew where we were going before we did it. Nah. That's because it's China, and they got the little aircraft carrier, drone craft carrier out in the ocean somewhere. You don't see it because, maybe it's underwater a little bit. Maybe it's a magic submarine that can go under and then it can come back up and look like a regular boat. I don't know. I wouldn't put it past China, but they're light years ahead of us in drone technology. We know it. We understand it, but nobody's talking about it. Nobody gives a shit. No. Oh, now all of a sudden they're not light years ahead of us in like 6 months. Oh, we're catching up quick. The Americans say, oh, really? How's that? I mean, in 6 months, you went from years behind, light years behind. Now all of a sudden we're catching up. Bullshit. Either our government has technology that they're not talking about, which I know they do, you know they do, or they've got a whole arsenal of UFOs. The Tic Tacs are ours. And we're just waiting for the right time to use them. No! What's the point? Oh, Greer said they shipped bodies, heroin, right? Smuggling people, some shit like that. At 40,000 miles an hour, who's going to see it, he said, right? Perfect. Tic Tacs were used during the Persian Gulf War. All that heroin. Oh, my God. Persian Gulf War? Wasn't it that war where they found the mound of heroin? In Iran? Afghanistan? Iraq? Somewhere over there. One of those Stanny places. So we've got Tic Tacs that, well, have never been photographed or videotaped by anyone yet. And if they have been, well, the military has it. Never been seen on land yet. Officially, I haven't seen a good video yet of a Tic Tac yet. I don't know what I was going to count for. I had a way to go and I lost. So China is saying they're going to build this drone craft carrier, which I think they already have. And I think that's where all the Tic Tacs have been going. Because the Tic Tacs, I think, and I've been saying all along, have been China drones. And our government's just not telling us. I could be wrong. I could be. But if you take, now, this is what sucks. Because I have to take the word of Fravor and everybody else that this event actually happened if I'm going to have this theory. So without any evidence, I'm just giving you a theory I can't prove. I'm only giving you what I think makes the most sense. Because there's no proof ever. Ever when it comes to the government. Good proof, verifiable proof, unequivocally, smoking gun evidence never happened. And if it did happen, it happened by accident and we just don't know what it is. Right? So I think the Tic Tacs, if real, if all this, I'm playing devil's advocate, alien advocate, whatever you want to call it, and it's China. And they are the ones that have been watching. And they are the ones who know where the cap points are. They are the ones that have the technology where after the drones make their little visit, they go back onto the ship and the ship maybe goes underwater. See, it lands on the ship. Let's say there's 30 of them, right? And then the floor drops before it goes underwater and it's covered. So when the planes fly over or whatever, all they see is a boat going underwater with no drone on it. Something like that. It's like Bond shit. I'm telling you. But if it isn't, yeah, I have a picture. Is this real? I don't think this is a real picture of the drone, what it's supposed to look like. I think this is just a regular aircraft carrier. Yeah, that's what it is. So communist China said, what? Hold on. I don't have access. Let me see. I think I have 2 of these up because I knew that was, yeah, here it is. Whew. New York Sun. It's the only way. Uh-oh. Nope, they blocked me. I can't read but the first paragraph. That's, oh wait, that's the same paper. No, I want a different one. So I can't read the story now because I already read it. Unbelievable I am. I'm a dork. Hold on, I think I have it somewhere else too. I think there's one other place. Didn't Liberation Times do a story on this? Let's see. Well, it doesn't matter because they're looking to build one of those. I mean, that's it. And the only thing I wanted to talk about regarding them building a drone, whatever, craft carrier, it's hard to remember what it's called, is that I think that's what was being used when everybody saw Tic Tacs for 2 years. It was China. And if I'm right, well, now China just proved it by saying, okay, we're going to build one. No, you already built it. Now you're going to make believe it's new in a year or two. And then maybe unveil it, maybe not. But that's where I think that's heading. Don't you think it's weird? Now all of a sudden, when all the smoke clears, everything dies down, China announces it wants to build a drone craft carrier. That's cool as hell, just based, if it was just regular drones. That's the coolest thing I've heard in a long time. I love it. As a matter of fact, it could be multi, you know what I mean? Drones and planes. I don't know, but I would make it all three. Hovercraft. What is that? A Helier craft? Oh, a Harrier. Yep, it's true. Oh, that's right. I don't have the phone in here. Hey, if you want to help support GUFON, all the links are in the show description. We survive because of you, believe it or not. Yep. So, all the links are in the show description. And we're always looking to go out and do stuff. All right. Let's pull up a video. Did you guys hear about the person who died on the airplane because of turbulence? So the cabin of the London to Singapore plane that was affected by the turbulence, well, there's a video of it here. And I'm a little curious. I have questions. Let's pull this up. I'm not so sure. But this is supposed to be the plane without any verifiers that had turbulence and people got injured. So, okay, right. Got it. Okay, the masks come down, got it. Paint everywhere, got it. Okay. The only thing that bothers me is that it's almost fing on these. This is those are always open when you leave. You grabbing your lug. But anyway, what a mess, right? Look at this. It's like McDonald's, it's like you walk into McDonald's. That's what it looks like at midnight. Wow, what a mess, huh? Yeah, what they didn't tell you was that was the Hooters airplane. That was joking. That's not nice at all. I should have said OnlyFans. Yeah. That would have been more like what the plane would have looked like after an OnlyFans party. Stupid, I know. Here's one. Here is a video, my friends. This is not what you think it is. Check this out. Oh my God, UFO of Interest is back? I thought UFO of Interest was gone. That's right. We haven't talked about UFO interest in a year and a half? 2 years? Jeez, this is weird. Like having flashbacks. Check it out. Is there a... No. See? So this is the mysterious lights. And there's a transformer. They're just showing you the comparison. And I believe there's another video. Those are fun. I have been fooled by the transformer twice. Yeah. And one of them, wow, it took 15 years to figure it out. I'm not in the mood to show you right now. It'll take too long. All right. I just thought that was interesting. So was the plane. Let's get rid of Paul. Oh, so in his new book, Imminent, you like that? UFO celebrity, Lou Elizondo will triple down on his claim that he was the director of a Pentagon UFO program called ATIP. Yep. That claim has been debunked as false. Why is he doing this? Why? Because they call us crazy UFO debunkers. That's what we are. That's what he has labeled us, and I'm sure he's put that in the book. Check it out. Yeah, let's hear what the Screen Street says.
They mention something else.
Don't!
So I now present to you the mostly untold and underreported story of the Pentagon's OSAP program. In 2008, at the behest of Senator Harry Reid, the Pentagon, through the Defense Intelligence Agency, created a program not called ATIP, but rather the Advanced Aerospace Weapons Systems Application Program, or OSAP. We know this because here's the actual official Pentagon document outlining OSAP, not ATIP.
Oh.
The director of OSAP was a Defense Intelligence Agency scientist named James
Lakatsky.
We know this because here is his name listed on official Pentagon documents as being in charge of the program. In many ways, OSAP started with James Lakatsky. According to both Lakatsky and Senator Reid, Lakatsky had approached the senator to say he believed the UFO phenomena was real.
Isn't that great?
He wanted a program to investigate not just UFOs, but also how UFOs might fit into the realm of what we might consider the paranormal. Reid told Lakatsky he would support the creation of a program, but, according to Reid, they faced a challenge. How to convince Congress to allocate taxpayer money to investigate UFOs.
It's always been a scam. That's sad. So check it out. It's coming. It's imminent. August 2024. Pre-order now. Inside the Pentagon's hunt for UFOs. Imminent. Luis Boohoo Lou Elizondo. Good God. Look what they put on the cover. Jiminy Glick. Jiminy Glick. He's going to make a lot of money. That book is going to sell. That book is going to sell. That's all he wanted. That's all. Now, he can suck it because everything he's worked for is coming to fruition in August. That's all it was about. Hey, Lou, we could, all that money you lost and everything that's happened to you and your shithead and all those businesses you fucked up and lost, we can get that money back for you. Just do what we tell you. And if you don't, well, your bills will still be there. But if you do, well, we could just wipe those away with the stroke of a pen or two. That's got to happen. Lou did nothing. Absolutely nothing at ATIP. There isn't a signature of anything with his name on it, a video. The emails are even gone. Isn't that cute? So convenient. Yeah, what a bunch of shit. Anybody believes this guy. He's going to have to pay for it someday. The ultimate sacrifice. Yep. He's going to have to eat a shit sandwich. Oh, this was from Brazil in, I think it was the other day. May 2024, Brazil. Oh, it's Brazil. Look at this thing. This looks familiar, doesn't it? Like you've seen this before? Like, I don't know. I mean, it's fake, obviously, but... Is it fake? I don't know. I don't know. It looked like it. That thing has drone written all over it. No? Yeah, well, it ain't moving like a UFO. It moves like a drone. It looks like it's got drone-ish shell. Yeah. And that's all. That's all there is. And yet there's more to the video, obviously. But what it is the object either falling to the ground or not doing anything, running out of battery juice. Speaking of battery juice, I know Lou's got a few of those massagers in his UFO office at home. Here you go, a little reminder.
Left the Department of Defense, ironically enough, to finish the very mission they gave me in the first place. I didn't ask for it. I'm not a UFO guy, not a ufologist. I never have been, I never will be. I'm a counterterrorism and counterespionage guy.
I never have been, and I never will be. But let me write a book about disclosure in my mind and how I worked with UFOs and ATIP and OSAP and I'll suck it all fat. I'm Lou Elizondo. I'm the Mr. Glutton that always turns into mutton. Everything I touch turns to copper. I am Copper Lou. Copper Top Lou. He really, everything he touches turns to shit, this guy.
I do counterintelligence, counterinsurgencies. That's what I do. And it just so happens that in 2008, I was asked to apply those same skill sets into the
UFO community, which you are no longer a part of. You are no longer welcome. Kick rocks, as they say. Pound sand. See you later, babe. Adios, muchachos. Don't let the door hit you in the fat ass. Toodaloo. See you never. Hasta la vista, booby. Hasta luego. Say hello to goodbye. It felt good. It did. It felt good. I can't stop moving in this chair. All right, here we go. What is this? Holy mackerel. Where'd this come from? Okay, get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Hold on, kids. Something is very interesting here in my email box. Huh. All right. Well, what time is it? 8:04. It's just after the top of the hour. Let's see something here. All right, all right. Yes, friends, it has happened. Into Thin Air saves the beginning of the next hour. Major weather update. Texas and Oklahoma. NEXRAD blocking southeast. Holy capital. Hey. Let's see if this shows up. What? Something's going on.
We got some serious stuff to talk about, including a blocking situation going on in the southeast. It is clear as day. Wait till you see this. All right, everybody, welcome back. It is the morning of May 22nd, 2024. And as many of us know, last night, Iowa got completely slammed with some significant weather. We got to talk about what's coming in the future, though. And many people are asking me, why is the southeast not going to get hit with this new set of storms that is moving into the northeast today, but in more of a diagonal shot? It's not whipping down into the southeast and then up, and I'm going to show you why. We've already discussed why these storms are even happening to begin with. We had a lot of radar activity and a lot of areas getting lit up. Now I'm going to show you something that basically is the opposite of that, a block.
Hold on a second. I have to make this comment. All right, I'm waiting for the screen to move. No, I need to look at you for this one. You see the angle? Usually the storms come down, right? And then they go up like this at this time of year. This one, I myself said to myself when I watched the radar, I'm like, huh. I'm like, I've never seen that. But I didn't think it was this. I just said, you know, there might be a very strange high pressure or low pressure or something. You know, I was thinking barometric pressure change, wind. I wasn't thinking this. So, all right, let's see what he said. I'm just telling you, I thought it was weird. And I'm not even, you know, worried too much. Here, go.
And a lot of areas getting lit up. Now I'm going to show you something that basically is the opposite of that, a blocking mechanism that we have shown before. And what I mean by blocking is you're going to see right here, the Southeast and then the Carolinas both have a full-on radar blast going on. You could see a 360 reading right here and a 360 reading right here with other multiple beams in the area. Anytime we see this with weather approaching, it is usually 9 times out of 10 a blocking mechanism. We saw it just a week ago in a situation where it was being blocked up here so it would go under and then up into the Northeast. So now we're seeing the opposite situation. This entire area from the panhandle of Florida through most of Alabama and then parts of Mississippi, you're going to see an entire block here. That's why the weather will not go in this area. In fact, if you watch very closely from last night into today, you're going to see all the weather in this area getting zapped away. Nothing makes it into the Southeast. They're actually putting a holding pattern in this area to then change the flow of...
Hold on. Now, I'm a weather guy. I understand weather systems. I've been watching this since I was a kid. Let me do this. See this over here? There's a pressure system here. I don't know if it's high or low, but that, of course, is pushing the ridge, the pressure, in an upward direction. I'm sorry. I did talk to Instant Thin Air a little bit about, don't hate me if I'm not following 100%. What you're saying, because aren't those lines just the radar? See, watch.
They're in this area getting zapped away.
Watch it move
into the Southeast. They're actually putting a holding pattern in this area to then
See?
Change the flow.
So this is moving in very slowly, but it's still creating a pressure change. That's why you see this in between. There's nothing in between yet because they're both fighting.
Of the jet stream, you're going to see this swarm of storms here going straight down up into Pennsylvania and
Hold on.
Today.
It just got interesting.
Down into the Southeast. Nothing is going to go in the Southeast today. I'll show you the full set of data.
That is weird because I was watching the radar and I said, wow, they made a prediction last week that we were supposed to have rain Tuesday and Wednesday this week, like 80%. Then it dropped to 40. Then it dropped to 5. And then there was none. But they always have a chance of rain in Florida, like 5-8%. So, I don't know. Maybe he's on to something with these things. And I told him, I've seen these things growing up. I was a storm chaser. I had to watch the radar. I've always seen that, but I never put that. It could be some sort of weaponized weather modification system. HARP? No, it's not HARP. Is it? No. I don't know, man. I need more. And so far, I'm not so sure.
Data here is our derecho looking system that crossed multiple states yesterday. A very serious situation all night last night through Iowa, and now we're gonna have to start worrying about Texas and Oklahoma again. You can see as we enter this area, as the blocking's going on down here, you can see it clear as day. They have those full beams on. You could follow this all the way around in a big circle, and it's covering this entire area. It's the opposite of charging the area, so when systems move into this area, they enhance and blow up. This is the opposite. This is getting pushed all to the north and above it in a diagonal movement towards the northeast. And then towards the end of the data, we could see those storms beginning to build up over Oklahoma. A lot of different beams going on in Oklahoma. I still need to look at some of these, but it is looking like 100% they are enhancing these cells to eventually blow up as they move from west to east. So again, do not forget about the Southeast being blocked out. Even in the next 2 to 3 days, you're going to see a block in this area. Something will hit southern Florida. That's going to be coming from the Gulf and the Cuba region, but nothing from these storms will be making it to the Southeast for the next 2 or 3 days. So everything's being pushed up in this direction, with the main severe part of the weather being parts of central Texas through southeastern Oklahoma and then into Arkansas, and then moving its way up into the northeast as we discussed. Nothing here. I can't stress this enough, my friends. You could see this stuff and read it like a book when it happens like this. This is a very intense blocking situation going on here, basically on the entire southeast coast of the United States. It cannot be denied. There's no other reason for these radar to be going off right now, and this is not some dust particles in the sky.
No, they're always going off. That's the whole thing. They're always scanning, right?
I could promise you that. We do have some Sahara dust coming off the west coast of Africa flowing through into the Gulf, but nothing that would be picked up on these radar like this. This is an entire separate event taking place,
okay.
and you could see it clear as day. All right, my friends, you got to keep an eye on this.
Oh my God. I'm going to have to keep an eye on it, like he's saying. I think we need to go back 20 years, look at the radar, see when this started with that specific type of radar. But I'll put the link to Into Thin Air in the show description immediately following the show. Did my eyes see 5 memberships gifted by David Wilcox? Not Wilcox. So let me see. Now, I'm trying to find who they went to. Oh, here we go. Finally. So, David, thank you, by the way, for doing this. Yeah, we have 5 to give away on the 1st and the 15th of every month. But this is fantastic, man. Thank you very much. And you gifted them to Moody Mongol, everybody. Nick C. was gifted a membership by David Wilcox, not Wilcox. Samo, you got one finally. All right, cool. And hey, Rich Leadfoot, good for you if you're here. Thank you, David Wilcox, not Wilcox. And, David Rogue was gifted a membership. Well, I got to tell you, that was a really good success. That was all those people I know and love. It's only been 2 times that we've given them away that I've known everybody because, we don't pick these. We can't. YouTube, you give the money, YouTube picks who it goes to. It's nice to see people get it that deserve it. And they're here all the time. So I'm glad. Thank you. I wish I could gift them out, but, piece them out specifically. But then, yeah, you know what would happen? Hey, I thought you were going to gift me a membership. Oh, it's only 1 month? Man, that would happen. And then I'd be like, hey, Mafangu, eh? I'm just kidding. Hey, thank you, David Wilcox, for gifting 5 GUFON memberships, which are Truthology for Ufology. You see it? All right, Truthology for Ufology. For you guys. Thanks, David. Wilcox, not Wilcox. What's that? Huh? Who said that? Hey, time surfing alien, howdy do? Good to see you. Hi, Dorothy. Very busy day. Good. Yep, nice to see you. Oh, Rich is here. Moody Mongol is too. Hey, Jeanette, when'd you get here? I'm joking, I know. Joey. All right, back to work. You got a nice crowd tonight. Nice low number tonight. No, this is the up and down of GUFON. Hey, the other night we had 160 people here, and then the night before that we had 150, I mean. And then the night before that, it was 110. Then the night before that, it was 108. Then the night before that, it was 171. So it's all over. I don't know. What can I tell you? People come, they go. It's the way it is here. It doesn't affect me anymore. It's just, what can you do? It's YouTube at its best. Thank you, no YouTube. No YouTube for you. They want us gone. That's what they do. They want us out because I don't get it. I see channels on YouTube that are so vile, so disgusting. I'm like, how is that allowed? When I can't say, certain things. But they're okay to talk about that. I thought we get in trouble talking about that. How do they have a channel? How do they have 300,000 subscribers? How do they not know how to speak English well? I was going to say good. Damn it. I should have went with good. I don't get it. It is what it is, guys. Just keep helping support by being here. Like, share, subscribe. You guys do your part already, so I appreciate that. Hey, what are you doing? Moody Mongol, everybody gifted 5 memberships. Holy crap. Hey, that was unbelievable. All right, where are they? Here it is. I found it already. Man, thank you. Hey, Metalhead, didn't you just get one? Metalhead got a gifted membership from Moody Mongol. Alpine Gulch was gifted a membership by Moody Mongol. Paul Richardson was gifted a membership by Moody Mongol. Wizard Moon 13 was gifted a membership by Moody Mongol. Isaac Kenny was gifted a membership by Moody Mongol. Everybody. Thank you, man. That's unreal. It's 10 memberships tonight. We give away 10 every month. Man, that was really cool. That's a cool thing to do. Thank you for that. I hope you guys use it wisely. I'm putting up a few videos this week now. Yeah, in the next few days, there's going to be some good stuff. Good stuff. You get to see me out in the jungle, out in my natural habitat. I think you'll like it. And if you don't, no, I'm kidding. That's not nice at all. This is ufology. What are you doing? Dorothy, what'd you say? Well, huh? Greetings all. To catch you up on my life, I've been battling a lingering lung thing. Me too. Resting mostly, chatting little. I feel somewhat better after a week's worth of almost complete rest. Oh, come on now. What's a little chest cold between... Oh, chest plates. I was going to say something else. Oh, Dorothy, trying to make you laugh, but, well, we all will pray now. Hold on. Ready? Let's do an old GUFON pray. Can we do that? 1, 2, 3, Gush! All over chest colds. That sounds obscene, and I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I can't believe I just said that. No, I believe it. I planned it all. I knew you were going to say that. All right, Dorothy, we're going to give you some love. Everybody give Dorothy a little bit of, and I know you didn't want this, Dorothy, but I'm doing it. I'm doing it. All right, get better. Get better. I got work to do. Hey, Alexander Dansby gifted a GUFON. Who'd that go to? Who? Leslie Peterson was gifted a membership by Alexander Dansby. Alexander Dansby, thank you tonight, man. Thank you so much. That was cool. I didn't know you could do one. I thought you had to do like a minimum of 5. I really, because I've only seen you guys do 5. Well, I feel good about that. Wait, they're not $1 each. They're $5 each. That's right. Wow, you guys, holy shit. Well, thank you. I just realized how much that was. Shit. All right. Wow. I just I didn't put it together. I know you'd think I would know that right off the top of my head, but and look at this, Metalhead. Now I know you've been here forever, and I appreciate that, man. I clicked on it. I thought I was on the screen. Hold on. There it is. There you are. Thanks, man. Appreciate you hanging out, even for 8 seconds. All of yous here tonight. Seriously. I mean, what am I going to do without you? No, really. It's weird being on this side of everything. Yeah. I kind of like, but I don't like. It's I don't know. But thank you, Metalhead. No, really, appreciate you hanging. I thought we lost you a few times. I thought we did. Seems like people are falling off to the wayside a lot. What was I going to do? I can't remember. I was just sitting here thinking for a second, like there was no show on. That made me laugh. That's funny because that's what happened. All right. I have something over here. Yeah. So I was playing Carl Nell yesterday, and I think it's important we continue where we left off because what he says is the next phase for that side of ufology. And we got to pay attention to it because it just got crazy. We just heard Carl Nell, who we now know is batch crazy. He believes everything that has been told to him, mind you, where Kirkpatrick did not. I don't know why that matters. Haim Eshed, OMG, Galactic Federation, and who else? Paul Helier. So we got a three-headed dragon of men that are older than me. They're old. One's dead. One's dead. He's so old. We got a dead guy on the team. That's right. I keep forgetting Paul Helier died. All right, just play this. Play this salt thing with freaking white-haired. Another guy with white hair.
I guess when you say that...
hey!
That is certainly a factor.
And so I guess when
Well, that's certainly a factor. Fudge.
you say that, are you implying that perhaps we as a society may not be ready for disclosure? Or are you saying that we may not be able to defend ourselves against this other force?
So there's sort of different viewpoints on, whether people are ready to, deal with this phenomenon. And, popular culture is kind of infused with this stuff. Roswell became a meme a long time ago. We got programs on ancient aliens, Skinwalker Ranch, all this stuff. I guess I would draw an analogy, though, for people...
Ancient aliens and Skinwalker Ranch. And we know now Ancient Aliens has been lying to us a lot. God, I am so naive. I wanted stuff to be real. I really did. And here he is. This is a guy we're going to be listening to for a long time. And this is his belief system. He believes in this stuff. This is good for you on that side of ufology. This is good for those who really believe. You guys must be out of your minds with joy that this guy is doing what he's doing. You have to be, right? How can you not be? If I was on that side of ufology, this guy's my new hero. I would stand with Nell. Actually, there should be a meme called Kneel with Nell, but because of the K in the end. Well, because Knell. See, I had to explain it, and never mind. It doesn't make sense. It did in my mind. Now it doesn't. Just play.
Believe in a certain faith tradition, whatever that faith tradition is, and hold to that and subscribe to that in a very serious and devout way, and sort of pose the question, even for
devout way. Okay.
Folks of that ilk, and I would count myself as one, if you're confronted with the reality of your religious belief system, like the reality of the metaphysical, an angel, a messenger from God, what have you, that's going to be a sea state change in your way of dealing with reality, right? Even though you already believe it, right? So it's one thing to believe and it's another to know. And I think in this context, this phenomena has the potential for an analogous effect, both on the individual and on society.
Yeah.
I like what he just said there. I agree. See, it's not all negative. What he said there is perfect. Perfect.
But do you think that the phenomena, this non-human form of intelligence, represents a threat to humanity?
So this is a good question too, and some of the other folks have sort of framed things in that light. And I guess I would suggest that if the universe is governed by conservation laws, and it's probably reasonable to assume the laws of nature that we understand apply everywhere. We may have incomplete understanding, undoubtedly we do, of these laws, but they're sort of homogeneous and they apply throughout the universe. And so those laws are governed by conservation rules. There's conserved quantities. And so this reality really forces a Darwinian type competition in order to survive. And so it's reasonable to assume any other civilization that's evolved has come up through the same Darwinian evolutionary process. So I think it's naive to expect complete altruism until and unless you get to a state of post-scarcity, where you essentially have no physical needs that we're kind of encumbered with in this universe. And so in some sense, it's the economics of the future that are going to determine whether there's cooperation, competition, or some kind of symbiosis, and inform the intention. But to assume either malintent or complete altruism, I think, is somewhat naive.
Yeah. So it sounds like what you're saying is
I don't remember what he said, but this guy's going to explain it. Thank God this guy's here. Let me go back 4 seconds here. Sorry, I just screwed everything up.
Conservation rules. There's conserved quantities. Conservation rules. There's state of post-scarcity, where you essentially have no understanding, undoubtedly we do,
there we go,
of these laws, but they're sort of homogeneous and they apply throughout the universe. And so those laws are governed by conservation rules. There's conserved quantities. And so this reality really forces a Darwinian-type competition in order to survive. And so it's reasonable to assume any other civilization that's evolved has come up through the same Darwinian evolutionary process.
There's no way. Do you know how amazing? That's why it is so unbelievably hard to meet any aliens. They would have to have evolved generally stay alive long enough, and us too, that we could interact. The odds in billions of years that we aligned at the same time and the same way, to have the same technology to where we can understand what their technology is, like if they came up with electricity or something, like the odds of that. We just got here 100, 200 years ago with how long? 170 years with electricity now? 170, right? I don't know, whatever, 120. I don't give a shit. All I know is the odds are so freaking slim, and they would have to be intelligent. You know, when I watch these movies, like, okay, I was watching Aliens last night. Freaking love that movie. But I just happened to turn the channel on and the credits started. So I'm like, oh yeah, this is happening. And of course I got ready for it. And I watched the whole thing. And all I kept thinking was, even with the Predator, how do they build those ships with their hands the way they are? How do they do all that stuff? You know, create technology, and they don't even have dexterity in their fingers. Their claws on one. I mean, the Predator's fine, but he's got huge nails, and every time he picks something up, because maybe it's the costume, you know, it's like, some girl with big nails, you know, they can't pick up anything. And when they press a button, they can't use their finger. They got to do it like this. So I'm watching all of this, and I'm like, I know it's a movie, and I'm supposed to suspend disbelief. But this is the problem I also have in ufology as well. It's like they're talking about aliens that look like us, the tall whites and the grays are bipedal, and they have 2 eyes and holes for ears, a nose slit, a mouth slit, you know, hand claws, whatever. And the odds of that, it's just so freaking slim. Man. Anyway, we don't need to go on about that guy. He's in on it. He's that side of ufology, and we just got to keep an eye on him, listen to him. Look, he said some good things there, and we're not even done. And he talked for a long time. 2 hours. That was only 33 minutes. If that was like, you know, I didn't even play a lot. It's a weird time. if you don't know, you would think alien disclosure just happened when he said this. I mean, he's saying it. I mean, this isn't just some, regular guy, citizen with. It's just weird. So what does it mean? Do you really believe we are advancing towards disclosure with the help of Carl Nell? I mean, I'm acting like, myself, like this is the next best thing because, people are talking about him lately. And that's because of his comments. Yeah, we've worked with aliens. We have agreement with aliens. It's wild. The stupidest thing of all is they want us to believe him when all the stories we have heard from Grush were from the same people this guy heard them from and was part of it. This is one of the guys. This is bad for ufology. Good if you like a story where it goes nowhere at the end. Just like we went through with Lou and, everybody. This is a new era. I'm telling you, things are changing quickly. And that's because there's a new president most likely coming in. If it's the same administration, just kiss your ass goodbye. It doesn't matter. The country will be gone in 3 months. If there's a new administration, which I think there might be, but if there is, this may be why they're advancing on this topic. Look, they have to keep the threat alive. They got to get the money. Oh, that's right. This isn't a threat. This sounds more like, we better get the money so we could work with the aliens. Oh. So is that where we are? As far as how are they going to get funds? They got to have a threat. Congress won't give them money for nothing. They're going to have to squeeze it in a bill, of course, a defense bill of some kind. Yeah, we still got the threat, Your Honor. You don't have to call me Your Honor. I mean, I'm not, All right, Your Honor, I'm sorry. It's a habit. So, Your Honor, what we've got here is failure to communicate. This is a weird time. I love it. I'm calling it now. I'm putting it out there with this guy's coming out party. Calling it. Calling the bullshit. And it wasn't easy. Yes, it was. It wasn't that easy. It sure was. But a decision had to be made. And I believe we're being told a story. They have got to keep the mystery alive. Now that, okay, because remember I said, well, hey, man, they're using that threat, the same threat they said they used in 1953. We're using it in 2022, 21, 23, 25, 2017, right? Since 2017. The threat. And then all of a sudden it stopped about a year ago. No more threat talk. They did change overnight into, Grush came out and then all of a sudden everybody's talking about demons. Consciousness. I talked to him through consciousness. What? How do you know? We know. You do? Oh, we got pilots. We've got dead bodies. Get the fuck out of here. Now, the threat is what if we don't make contact? So we need the money to get the ships, to make the to get the technology, to make contact. Maybe that's where this is going. Or they could just make up more lies about the threat. I mean, that's the go-to. Look, Your Honor, these things are still popping up all over our training facilities. You know, I can't have them. You know, my guys get distracted. So what do you say? Stop with the Tic-Tac testing? Oh, we don't have any, quite frankly, I don't know what you're talking about, Giordano. I'm talking about the white dots that we see every day for 2 years, last 2 years, right? Right, Ryan? Where'd he go? Well, we've seen him every day. Every day? Yeah. Yeah, right. Graves? Fravor? Dietrich? Can't rely on them anymore. See, that story just has too many holes in it. I don't buy it. I forgot to turn on my helmet cam. Excuse me? What? You forgot? I digest. That gets me so angry. Because you know he didn't forget it. You know he turned it on. How does he forget that? You don't. First thing you think of, UFO, record. What was that? I don't know. Record. Why wasn't it on? It should have been on. I forgot that you forgot? This guy's gonna protect my country? And he forgot? Oh, I forgot to put the bullets in the chamber too. I could have had a V8. That's the guy. Oh, and then what about the other guy? The radar guy. What's his name? What's his name? The guy who cried. The guy who lost it all. What was his name? I'm sorry, that's not nice. No, not Danny Sheehan. What was his name? The little guy. Doesn't matter. It's just a weird story. Just a weird world. I gotta be honest with you, folks. I think I've got one video here that I can't open. All right, let's see if this works. Hold on. Oh, wait. Oh, I was supposed to do something. Hold on. I forgot. There was something I was supposed to do for you guys. Oh, God. All right. Here's a video I'm going to play. I love this video. We don't have souls. It's just the other way around. The soul has us. That thing that evolves, the permanent, eternal thing, is the soul. The driver is the soul, which uses a body for a while, then runs it into the ground, gets another one, and the soul is the repository. Wow. Really? Wow. It might be. As soon as you die, you see the light, you go through it. Hello. Who am I this time? Right? That's how it is. That's why they don't let you remember. They don't allow you to speak. Because you'll come out of this saying, get me back in there. I don't want to be. That's why you cry. You're crying because you realize you're done. But you can't verbalize it, right? And God forbid it's cold in there, right? You're going to be freezing, baby. Sad. Come out of that womb. You look the doctor right in the eye. He smacks you in the ass. You're like, you touch me, and you start crying. You're thinking, you're saying, touch me again, doc, and I'll break both your legs. But you're crying and you're naked. And somehow you're connected to a tube. Then you realize, oh shit. I've been reincarnated. And then you cry. And then they milk you. Or you get the milk. I'm sorry. Well, watch how this Israeli-American scientist and engineer Bentov draws the evolution of the soul. how on the physical, materialistic level, we are all separate. But just as evolution happens, we get rid of our body. And in the higher levels, we are all part of the one. His theory can be found in the ancient Egyptian knowledge and the merging of the spirit Ba with the life force Ka to achieve the union of the Ak and achieve immortality beyond the physical limitations. Bullshit. Well, it's twice tonight. Also, a concept, that can be found in the Kabbalah and the Merkabah, Mer for pyramid, Ka plus Ba, chariot for reaching the throne of God. Also, a concept found in Hinduism and Kundalini and Buddhism and Enlightenment and the Mesoamerican religious beliefs and the feathered serpent. Believe it or not, this is connected to the latest point here before this one about the CIA and their notorious program. But people are just not ready for the conversation about that. Check this shit out. This is going to blow it'll blow some minds a little bit, not much, a little bit. 5, 4, 3, goo.
We don't have souls, but it's just the other way around. The soul has us. So that is that thing that evolves. The permanent, eternal thing is the soul, and the body is a kind of disposable thing. That is, you use a body like a car for 80,000 miles, 100,000 miles, and you junk it.
He's right.
So it's the driver is the soul who uses the body for a while, and then he runs it into the ground, and he gets another one sooner or later.
And so it's the soul which is experiencing evolution, and not our personality, not our physical existences.
That is, the soul is the repository of information that we gather during a lifetime.
Suppository. Couldn't use another word.
Well, I'll tell you, maybe we should draw another diagram. Physical bodies are here, another physical body, and this is Joe, and this is Jim, and this is Sarah, etc. Now, clearly, this is the physical level, yeah? Now, on this physical level, we're all separate. You sit there, and I sit here, and we're all separate. Now, let's draw another level. This level is slightly higher, and let's call this the level of the soul, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, there will be some mingling here. Let's draw this person as extending to practically infinity this way. Now look what happens. At the physical level, we're separate, and there's this much distance between us. Let's say that on the soul level, this person extends this much, and the other person gets slightly mixed in with him. That is, the souls are, in a way, in touch with each other. Okay, they overlap, these two lines. Now let's go now to...
I gotta ask, why do they overlap? Why? Oh, I see. It goes from here to this one, and this one goes to this one. Got it. I thought maybe they should stop here so they don't run into each other and cross over. So why do they? See, this is the problem I have. Why doesn't this happen? Why can't they just stop here? I don't understand why they have to crisscross and interject or cross over each other. I think that's a loophole. I'm trying to think. Okay, because you got the dot. Here's you, and then here's you again. And you go out this way, you go out that way, and then this way, and you go out that way. So you experience, your experience is here, and then this one experiences, but why is it up here? Why is it up higher? Why can't it be lower? All right, let's see what he says. Maybe he'll answer all those questions.
Now let's go now to a higher level, And let's call this, say, the level of the higher self, which is kind of a boss of that soul. There, what we find is that this fellow's higher self extends this much, and the other fellow's extends this much.
Where do they come up with this? How do you make... he's just making shit up. I could do that. Let me come in and put my ideas to this. Come on. All right, I'll let it play out.
There is more overlap between them.
Oy.
On the very highest level, which is the high spiritual level, we are basically overlapping completely. Everybody is overlapping everybody else. In other words, everything and everyone is everywhere. In other words, we become omnipresent. This is a state of highly spiritual, perfected being.
We'll come back, Joey.
Gods, you may call it. Okay?
Okay, and so that we exist on all of those simultaneously.
On all of those simultaneously.
Okay, see, the loophole again.
So
but
then,
we're not aware of that.
In your view, then, if when we see each other as separate entities, that's only seen on one plane of reality.
Correct. And so,
But I've never seen myself.
whether we like it or not, we're all evolving towards godhood. But you know, it takes eons, so don't hold your breath.
Is that the purpose of evolution?
Naturally. Because at that point, you start understanding how the system works. And one of the good things about this system is that the system wants to teach you about itself.
All right. Look, I've been talking to the system for a long time. It doesn't play fair. It cheats. It lies. Oh, you'll get a truth every now and then. The system is not fair, which is why you grew up hearing life is not fair, because it's true. Joey! Hey, Joey, thank you for the $5 super chat. What do you say? Who should we listen to, if not ourselves, in terms of truth? Well, I said that wrong. Who should we listen to, if not ourselves, in terms of truth? Any solutions to the BS you speak of? Nope. No. And I think about it all the time. Any solutions to what BS that we talk about? No. It's not all BS, but in a way it is. See, ufology has to happen. Hey, Joey, thank you for the $5, by the way. Appreciate you being a continuing supporter as well. Thank you. But ufology does have to exist. Without it, they don't get the funding for their bullshit black budget programs. And if they did get funding, it's not enough, which is why they have to lie, cheat, and rob from Peter to pay Paul. Hey, an example. Oh, well, the administration, they don't need $400 million. Maybe they only need $300 million. So we'll allocate $100 million. Oh, let me see what this is. Huh. Infrastructure. You kidding? Holy mackerel, 80 billion? Or we could take 20 of those billion and just say tools and trucks and everything else. Oh my, thousands of dollars, millions just given away to the UFO black budget secret space programs that we're never going to see, never going to learn about unless somebody has the balls to do it all. And so far, nobody. I know you want to say Phil Schneider, but Phil Schneider did not have evidence. His fingers and his scar in his chest could have been anything. Could have been an operation. From what I remember, it wasn't what he said. It got lasered off. Now, if he got shot by an alien laser weapon, why did it stop at cutting his finger? I mean, did he go like this? And then why didn't it just cut him in half? Why didn't the laser go through his body? Literally cauterize everything inside of him, or everything bloop. But no, it stopped right at the bones and stuff. It didn't really go any further. It cut his fingers off, though. Right off. Doesn't make sense. A weapon like that, cutting fingers off, but only puts a slight wound, a scar on the chest, which, by the way, looks like a chest operation of some kind. Thanks, Joey. Capiche? All right. I can't believe I did too much talking tonight. I hope you guys forgive me. I don't care. I'm joking. I care a little bit. No, not really. No, I do. I do. I care a little bit. Just a little. Thanks for hanging out. Tomorrow we'll be back 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 Pacific, and midnight on the other continent over there. What is it? Europe? UK? Midnight? My God. You don't go to bed till 2, you people? What are you kidding? All right, thanks for being here. I don't know what we're going to do tomorrow, but just keep your eyes and ears open. There will be some member stuff dropping. That's for dang sure tomorrow. Oh, I think you'll like some of this stuff. You probably won't. I hope you do, though. It's just blood, sweat, and tears. That's all it is. That's all it is. Thanks for help. Support the show. And we do it here every night, 7 nights a week. We're the only show that does that. The only one that brings you truthology for ufology. And it is for you. Not for me. So, all right, we'll see you guys. Thank you, moderators, super chatters, newcomers, and veterans. Good to meet you. Nice to see you. And thanks for making this a great show tonight. Helping out always. Have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow. Alien bless. I don't like that. Do it again. Well, thank you, everybody. I appreciate you hanging out. Moderators, super chatters, have a great night. You made the show great. Truthology for ufology. Pop-a-dup-a-dup. See you tomorrow. Alien blessed.
Cries
to Richie J.